Hello everyone, I'm K.A. Kumar, an agent with National Insurance. As a medical professional, your entire life is dedicated to protecting others. It's what you do. But it begs the question, who's protecting you? So over the next few minutes, we're going to walk through a blueprint designed specifically for your complete financial security, the National Insurance Doctors Package Policy. Let's dive right in.
So let's just pause on that question for a moment, because it really is at the heart of everything. Every single day, you are the protector. But in this world we live in, have you ever stopped to ask, who's got my back? Who is protecting me, my practice, and the legacy I'm working so hard to build? Well, that's exactly the question we're here to answer today. I want you to think of your practice like a fortress. It's not just a building, it's this whole complex ecosystem. And honestly, it's under constant siege. You got risks coming from every direction. There's the threat of physical damage to your infrastructure, operational disruptions if your equipment fails, the ever-present risk of legal liability, and of course, the health and well-being of you and your staff. A real defense plan has to cover all of it.
All right, so let's start with that first layer of defense, protecting your physical fortress. This is all about securing the things you can touch. Your clinic, your expensive equipment, basically everything that keeps your practice up and running day to day. This policy really provides a multi-layered defense. First up, it covers the very structure of your clinic, shielding the building from big events like a fire or a natural disaster. Then it goes inside and protects all of your valuable contents from things like burglary. And it's so thorough, it even covers the face of your practice. Things like plate glass windows and your signage, which, believe me, can be shockingly expensive to replace if they get damaged. Now, let's talk about the lifeblood of your operation, your equipment. This policy is designed to protect all of it. We're talking about the big stuff, the heavy machinery, covered against sudden mechanical or electrical breakdown. We're talking about your portable gear, like laptops, which are covered even when you're on the go. Even your essential doctor's kit is protected anywhere in India. And this is huge in our digital age. It also helps cover the cost of restoring your crucial patient data if it gets corrupted. Okay, now we're moving on to what is, without a doubt, the most critical shield in your entire arsenal. This section is all about defending your most valuable asset, your professional reputation and your financial security from the threat of legal action. Legal risks aren't a one-size-fits-all problem. Think about it. A visitor slipping in your waiting room? That's a public liability issue. A member of your staff getting injured? That's an employee's compensation issue. An allegation of a medical error? Well, that's a professional indemnity claim. They're all different, and this policy is built to integrate all three into one seamless shield for total practice protection.
This table here just lays it all out nice and simple. It doesn't matter if it's a visitor, a staff member, or a patient, and it doesn't matter if it's an accident on the premises or a claim of negligence. This policy has a specific coverage designed to kick in and protect the right people in the right situation. They all work together to cover you from every angle.
So when we say professional indemnity, what are we really talking about? It's actually quite simple. It is your financial shield. It stands right between your personal and professional assets and the potentially crippling costs of a legal claim. If there's ever an allegation of an error or omission in your services, this is what protects you. It's absolutely essential. Let me break down how these limits work, because it can sound complicated, but it's really not. Think of your total coverage for the year. That's your any one period, or AOP, as this big pitcher of water. It's everything you have for the whole year. Now, for any single claim or any one occurrence, AOO, you can use the amount in this smaller glass. This structure is so important because it means one single large claim can't wipe out your protection for the rest of the year.
So, when a claim happens, what does the policy actually pay for? A lot of people think it's just the final settlement amount, but honestly, the legal fight itself is often the biggest expense. This policy covers those defense costs, the investigators, the lawyers, all of it. The insurance company takes on the vast majority of that financial weight, leaving you with only a small, predictable amount called the excess.
Okay, so we've protected the fortress, and we've defended your reputation. Now let's talk about the most important element of all, the people. This is about taking care of the well-being of you, your family, and your invaluable team.
And of course, this package policy includes a really comprehensive Mediclaim benefit. Your health coverage isn't just for the days you're in the hospital. It actually covers your medical expenses for 30 days before you're admitted and for a full 60 days after you're discharged. When you add in features like cashless access and a cumulative bonus that increases your coverage every claim-free year, you've got a really powerful health shield.
Look, I'm a big believer that an empowered client is a secure client. So I like to think of this next part as your operations manual for the policy.
We build trust by being totally transparent, and that means making sure you understand exactly how your coverage works.
Real security doesn't come from just hoping for the best. It comes from knowing the boundaries. So let's be upfront. Every strong policy has exclusions, and this one is no different. It's not designed to cover things like intentional criminal acts, most cosmetic surgeries, or any fines and penalties. Knowing what isn't covered is just as critical as knowing what is. It means we can plan properly, and there are absolutely no surprises down the road.
And if an incident does happen, you are not alone and you don't have to panic. There's a clear, simple playbook to follow. Step 1, an immediate notification to the insurance company. Step 2, and this is absolutely critical, strict silence. You do not admit liability. You let us and our legal team handle it. Step 3, documentation. You gather the necessary papers. And Step 4, the company defense. That's when we step in to defend you and manage the claim. It's a defined path to see you through a crisis.
So, we've walked through protecting your physical fortress, your professional shield, the human element, and the playbook for when things go wrong. Let's just bring this all together now and talk about what this means for securing your future.
I really hope it's clear by now that what we're talking about is so much more than just an insurance policy. It's a commitment. It's a commitment to ensuring your practice can continue running, to the safety of your staff, and to protecting the financial legacy that you have worked so incredibly hard to build. The next step is just a simple conversation, so we can tailor this safety net to your specific needs.
At the end of the day, your peace of mind is what matters most. I really encourage you to reach out. All my contact details are right there on the screen for a personal, no-obligation consultation. And listen, if you found this information valuable, please share it with your colleagues and friends in the medical community, because protecting those who protect all of us is a responsibility we share. Just as a final, important note, as your agent, my job is to guide you, but the final decisions on policy approvals and claims always rest with the National Insurance Company. Thank you so much for your time.